Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Naya and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your puppy's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Naya will come home with her very own training equipment, and you'll be taught how to use that properly tomorrow during your follow-up training session. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. Nice. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Naya heel. At this point, Naya has a job to do, and that is to walk nicely next to Fred's left leg. And each time that he stops his feet, she's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So this makes walking her much more of a pleasure. You're not being dragged down the street. She's matching pace with you, and when you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone, she's sitting nicely and waiting for her next command. And the next command is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. Okay. And because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now, you're going to want to start this out at about 20 to 30 seconds, and you're going to work all the way up to 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he walks all the way around her, returning all the way back to heel position where they started, and then she gets another command. So every time that you return back to Naya's shoulders, she's going to wait to hear from you what you want her to do. Nice heeling, she's not dragging you, and you're going to get hands-on practice working with her tomorrow with Fred there as your coach. Okay. Another sit-stay, and she's a puppy. She's distracted. A butterfly went by and she was distracted. So you have to really keep her focused on you. Lengthen out your stationary exercises. This time, instead of returning to her, Fred is going to call her. It's Nala, come. She comes right in, and she's supposed to sit, which she did. And then she returns back to heel, and they take off heeling again. So that is your recall, or your come on command. So we're demonstrating the heel, the automatic sit, the sit-stay, and the sit-stay with a come. So we're going to demonstrate that come command again for you. So with your dog seated at heel, you give her the stay command, you walk out to the end of your leash, you turn to face her, and then you give the command, Nala come. Naya come, I'm sorry. And she gets a little pat for praise, because coming to you should always be a good thing, but you don't need to overdo your praise, because if you do, then you're going to lose her and you're going to have a lot of trouble getting her back refocused. She has a very short attention span, which this training we've been working on lengthening out her ability to focus and pay attention. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. Now, your long down stay, you're going to practice for a little bit longer than your sit stay. She'll hold it longer, and you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. You're going to start out at about a minute and work up to 5 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her as an additional distraction back to heel position, and at this point she's waiting to hear from you what you want her to do next. And your stationary exercises, your sit stay and your down stay, can be practiced right indoors. This helps her indoor manners and her skills in the home. He's going to give her the down command and the stay. He's going to walk out to the end of his leash, turn to face her. She should remain lying there until she gets her next command, and this time Fred will call her out of that down. And you don't want her to come barreling in, but you do want her to come to you and feel like she got praised for coming in and sitting, not coming in and bowling you over. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is you're down from a distance. So you were going to leave her in a sit-stay. You're going to walk out to the end of the leash and you're going to turn to face her. This time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and you are going to drop her into a down from the end of her leash. And that was perfectly done. So we have demonstrated for you your healing, your automatic sits, your sit-stay, your down from a distance, your come, and your down-stay. These are the exercises that we want you to practice with Naya when you get her home. And we're going to be here to help you every step of the way, incorporating her back into her home. We've enjoyed having her, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.